nice thick oatmeal is to just barely cover the quick cooking.
Alright, fiber, anti-nutrients, there's no vitamins, nothing in oats, and almond milk causes calcification of the whole body. It is the cause of heart disease for a lot of vegans. No nutrition, nothing, just completely useless garbage. Yeah, let's season it again, of course, of course, of course.
I've also got some thyme and I'm just going to add this into to saute with the onions and the...
Toxic. Incredibly toxic. It's also an antibiotic. Okay, goitrogen from the broccoli. The coconut oil is useless. There's absolutely no nutrients in there. Garlic onion powder. Super mega toxic. You want to destroy all of the microorganisms in your gut? Use that. Yes. You want to destroy your brain cells? If you have any left? Absolutely. Garlic powder. Great. It's actually quite ironic because the grains are what cause memory problems and damage the brain, and he forgot them at home. Be thankful you didn't damage your brain even more. All he had was some phytic acid, lectins, and sugar from the bananas.
Got some baked beans cooking in there too. This is going to be
indigestible. All you're gonna do is fart all day long. This is incredibly unhealthy. I wouldn't even know how to make a more unhealthy meal. If I would want to make somebody sick, I would give them this. It's carcinogenic because it's baked, it has the brown crust. You've got grain sludge anti-nutrients in the bread, that's all it is. It's the sludge of seeds. There is nothing more unhealthy.
Okay, so today, actually
it's just sugar and anti-nutrients. Again, typical, she's craving fat. It looks really disgusting, I would never eat that. It's starvation food, what is that, mashed potatoes? Mm-hmm. Right, so that's only sugar and nothing. That's it, mashed potatoes. If potatoes are raw, then they have vitamin C. When you cook them, it has no vitamin C, so it's literally just sugar, starch, that's it. Carbs are sugar, in case you don't understand it as a vegan. Many don't. What is that exactly? Just a bunch of...
chili or something?
Cooked up spices, essentially, just because that stuff has no taste, it doesn't appeal, so you try to somehow mix stuff together. This is why vegans always make a million recipes, always mix stuff together, just to find something that isn't super disgusting so that they can swallow the stuff. It's just that none of this stuff naturally appeals to you, so you gotta look for recipes endlessly. Whereas when you eat your natural diet of raw meat, then you simply like it. You eat some bone marrow, organs, whatever. All of the stuff that you eat naturally appeals to you the way it is. There's no need to look for anything else to add to it because you're already eating real food.
To spice things up, right?
Yeah, and she knows that this is not, of course, real food. And it's all with spices, and of course it's cooked, because nobody would simply eat man-made raw vegetables. They're toxic, they will destroy the gut, they taste terrible. No vegan wants to do that. This is why they make this soup or whatever it is, put it all together with these artificial tastes to somehow be able to swallow it. And then of course they don't digest it, the fiber simply rots in your gut and you shit it out. What do you get out of it? You lose minerals because of the anti-nutrients and you get some sugar. This literally doesn't give you anything that a human being needs to survive, to be healthy, to thrive. Nothing whatsoever.
I'm going to add those
Or
to the
phytic
salad mix
acid.
and just mix it up. I'm not sure yet. I might.
Everything is in fucking
haven't
plastic
decided on
and
the sauce.
cans.
Okay, so
Mushrooms are completely useless. The reason vegans season everything is because it tastes so terrible in its natural state.
Here in your car or whatever, and you got a fresh smoothie and you don't have to buy those like pre-packaged pasteurized ones that don't really have any like vitamins left in them. I'm obsessed with it. I think it's awesome.
There's no vitamins in these too. Maybe some leftovers of some B vitamins, which are the water-soluble ones, but there's no fat-soluble vitamins in plants in general. Vitamins A, D, K2, for example, no plant has them. Generally, plants don't have vitamins. Animal foods have vitamins. It's just an absolute joke. Maybe vitamin C. That's the only thing, but it's also found in liver, for example, in all raw meat. If you cook the meat, that's a different thing.
As normal, but
What the fuck? Oxalates, that's all.
So for dinner, I started by chopping up one sweet purple potato, and yes, I cook it by putting it in the
Oxalates.
microwave.
I don't know how many of those she's going to eat, but pancakes are one of the unhealthiest foods there are. It's slave food. They used to make it because they were starving, so they made food out of grains. Grains are not human food. They are toxic, they destroy our gut, they are full of anti-nutrients. It's the seeds of the plants ground up into sludge. And then they bake it because, of course, they don't want to eat it just like that. And of course they had tons of sugar and syrup and whatnot. It's horrible. And if it's made out of wheat, especially, the slime will stick to your intestines and eventually you won't be able to absorb any of the nutrients from your food. Not that vegans get any nutrients, but if you eat pancakes with meat, for example, it will make it much harder.
Rice at this moment. Also
Rice
this morning
has
I had
no
spin
taste,
class, so
at best.
I had spin class in the morning.
Sugar with anti-nutrients. Plant oil is pretty much useless for humans. You need saturated animal fat. And what? Some more
And for the
anti-nutrients?
leftovers, I'm just gonna squeeze it.
Tomatoes are basically water with no nutritional value. And the bread is sugar and anti-nutrients. Just shit.
Here, so I added some of
Little slave meal. Grains, grains, and grains. That's all that they eat. The people in power want you to eat seeds, and the vegans fall for it more than anybody else. Avocado in the guacamole, some oils, that's about it. No vitamins, no micronutrients at all. You would think that you would get some minerals out of it, but seeing as most of the meals are based on grains, they don't get anything because all seeds have anti-nutrients. Yes, grains are seeds. They can because it doesn't have over 50 nutrients. That's why she takes the B12. She's missing way more than that, of course. The overconsumption of vegetable oils, as I said, is going to lead to heart disease. Eventually, that's what happens. It's sugar and vegetable oils. Those are the biggest problems. She obviously has a lot of mental issues, depression. It's easy to see through the facade. And all of that because she's not eating her natural diet, which is meat. All humans in nature eat meat. Raw meat, but Wow. Okay, it's one thing if you eat this on your own and don't promote it because we understand that you're all completely retarded and have no clue about nutrition whatsoever. This is very clear. But when you promote this and tell other vegans to eat it, then you actually become dangerous because you're making everybody else unhealthy. Oats have no nutritional value. They have some minerals, but seeing as they have the anti-nutrients that bind to the minerals, you actually lose more than you gain from oats. So if you eat anything else with oats, you actually don't absorb any of those minerals. It's such an absolute joke. A lot of people in the UK have been eating this since the starvation days, since World War II. So she's from the UK. It's understandable that she may like to eat this. It's just absolute brainwash, though. And adding berries to it, again, what's the point? It's sugar and vitamin C. You can get it from anything. You can get vitamin C from meat. There's absolutely no point in eating them. There's, again, no nutritional value. You add more seeds to it. Why? Oats are already made from seeds. Hello, she probably doesn't even understand it. And then you add more seeds, more anti-nutrients to it. Why do you add flax seeds? For the omega-3s? There are no omega-3s in fucking flax seeds. Just learn it at last. You don't learn anything about nutrition whatsoever. Doctors alone have no clue about nutrition, but when it comes to fucking vegan doctors or plant-based, clearly they're just the stupidest out there. It's just true. They're incredibly ignorant. How can you eat this? Like, what's the point? And then you have a lot of fiber also. So you constipate yourself. So you have no nutrients and then you have fiber. Why? Why do it? There's a lot of toxins also in those seeds. Like, seeds are the most toxic thing you can eat. Like, that's the thing that nature doesn't want you to eat. The plant doesn't want you to eat its seeds. It's the plant babies. They protect themselves. Fuck, man.
My favorite plant-based meal of all time.
What the fuck is this?
Then falafel
Phytic acid,
patties
phytic
on
acid,
top.
phytic acid.